Minnesota Vikings got the first taste of victory on Sunday, downing the Houston Texans, confirming no, this team is not the dog doo-doo fecal matter scat skid marks that the New York Jets and New York Giants are. And so no, this team should not be tanking, or this team should not be naturally tanking, end up 3-13, 4-12. Get out of here with all that BS, right? This is a competitive football team with superstars at the skill positions, a defense that is slowly starting to come around even without Danielle Hunter, as well a quarterback who confirmed, yes, he is a tin pot dictator of a regional pizza buffet chain. So cool. Awesome with all that. I mean, this team can get things done, and the winning streak does start with 1. Frankly, they should have beaten the Titans, and so this winning streak would have been at 2, but beggars can't be choosers. 1-3 after the first quarter of the season is not where this team wants to be, but you do have some uncle momentum, some good mojo going as you head into the second quarter of the season, and I'm going to say right now, the Vikings, they had the Seattle Seahawks, Atlanta Falcons in week 5 and 6 respectively, and I will be the first to say it. Put it on the table. Vikings will be 3-3 at the bye. Woo! Man, and even before the season, like even like the rosy outlook fans were like, all right, 3-3 at the bye, 500 going to the bye, and then week 8 at Green Bay. Okay, then things can happen. 10-6, turning tricks. Maybe you get one of the higher wild card spots, and you'd be good to go, right? And I know that everyone is like, well, the Vikings, they never win in Seattle. They never win in prime time. Kirk is blah, blah, bling, bling, blah. Russ is playing at an MVP level. How is Kirk going to outduel Russell? Well, it's not like they're on the field at the same time. Also, you forget, Kirk beat Russell Wilson in college on a Hail Mary. Woo! It's good to see Wisconsin lose. Anyway, but also, yeah, the Seahawks, congrats, are 4-0. Cool. They blew out the Falcons, which I think, frankly, says more about the Falcons than it does the Seahawks. They survived against the Patriots, that great Sunday night football game. They survived against the Cowboys, that great shootout. And then the Dolphins gave them all they could really handle. The Dolphins not quite ready for prime time, but were very feisty down in Miami. And the Seattle's defense is 23rd in the NFL in terms of DVOA after week 3. Vikings were 19. After the showing that they had against the Dolphins, I will probably drop. The Vikings will probably rise in those rankings. Seattle was dead last in the NFL in yards allowed, as well as in passing yards allowed, and then they gave up 315 to Ryan Fitztragic, so they'll probably be last or near the bottom yet again. Also, the third down defense was 29th in the league, so they can't get their ass off the field. Seems familiar. Yeah, and Jamal Adams, superstar safety, who they traded 2 first-round picks for, is likely going to miss the game with a groin injury. So, everything is indeed coming up Millhouse. And yeah, Russ will get after the Vikings defense. I already accept that. I'm at peace with that. We're good. And yeah, DK Metcalf is leading league in receiving with 403 yards. Also, he is a beast. Also, how the hell did he fall to the back end of the second round? For that, I will never know. How did Andy Isabella get picked before DK? Arizona, you could have Nuke and DK Metcalf right now. How ridiculous. Yeah, whatever. And then also Lockett is a superstar as well. So, yeah, the Vikings, Cameron Dantzler, that's going to be a hell of a matchup against DK. And then El Jefe Gladney, starting opposite of his fellow rookie brethren, Dantzler. Yeah, that's going to be a great matchup against Lockett. Speed versus speed. Cool. Chris Carson had that knee scare. Seems to be good to go. Cool. Awesome. Right. So, Seattle will put up points. They're at home. Whatever. So the Vikings will have to win a shootout. But the Vikings with Gary Kubiak starting to get in a groove. Kirk Cousins chucking the ball fine. Dalvin Cook is the best running back in the league. Adam Thielen is stepping up. Justin Jefferson is pretty easily head and shoulders the best rookie receiver in the deepest wide receiver class in NFL history. But other than that, no big deal, right? So especially since there will be no fans at CenturyLink Stadium, negating that huge home field advantage that Seattle has, basically you're on a neutral field playing grass basketball 7-on-7. I feel okay with that. I feel okay with Kirk. Plus, remember, the whole Kirk never wins in Seattle. Kirk won in Seattle 2017 with a decrepit Washington professional football team. Because remember, that's when the offensive line was starting to fall apart. So they won at Seattle in 2017, 17-14, including 2 dime throws by Kirk Cousins at the end. 31-yarder to Brian Quick. 38-yarder down to like the 1 to Vikings legend Josh Doxson, which is just great. Setting up the game-winning touchdown by fat Rob Kelly. It's cool. So I think that the Vikings can get done Seattle. I think they will shock the world. I think, sure, they opened up as 7.5-point dogs. I think that line should be bet down. Other than that, give me the points. Shut up and take my money. Also take the Vikings on the money line. And then week 6, you got the Falcons at home. I mean, there could be some fans. Some Vikings fans are chomping at the bit because, 250 friends and family, cool. They're going to make as much noise as the VWO. Now, bring the hardcore Vikings fans in. Vikings need them. And also, the Falcons are just a flawed team. My God. Like, I honestly wonder if we can petition the league to spot the Vikings a 20-point deficit, give the Falcons 20 points at the start of the game, and then just let what happens. I don't know. Right, but it's fine. I mean, the Vikings, once they pull it off in Seattle, maybe they'll open up as like touchdown favor against Atlanta if they continue to struggle. Vikings get it done there, and all of a sudden, you're 3-3 at the bye. And it's not just a 500, you're perfectly Jeff Fisher 7-9 BS 500 record there. You are 0-3. And then red hot, winning 3 straight games. Offense is clicking. Defense is getting better. All of a sudden, you have that rematch against the Packers looming after a bye week, so you have an extra week to prepare. Guys probably aren't going to leave town because of the COVID, so that they can stay and work. So you have 2 full weeks remembering how the octogenarian Aaron Rodgers and 12-year-old boy just completely depantsed you and debased you. And also, you're going to have a dinged-up Devontae Adams and no Allen Lizard coming in. So, all of a sudden, the season looks a little bit rosy and bright. Man, let's go. Screw that tank nose. Oh, by the way, if after the Vikings beat Seattle, beat Atlanta, and go into Green Bay, shock the world, and they're 4-3, there'll still be Vikings fans like, well, if we can get to 4-12, we can still get the number 3 pick. Get out of here. This is a good football team. Shut your face. All right, your thoughts. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol. Production value.